Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Six Man Blitz Podcast. I'm Jake Lynch. Is Paul George back?
What's up? I'm Micah. Kinlaw was messing with Juju, man. All this TikTok stuff, man. Isn't that serious?
So, Six Man Blitz is now on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure to
Yes, sir.
subscribe and download the episodes. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and continue to watch on YouTube, man. Anything helps. Tell a friend, tell a family member. It's Christmas. You gonna be with your family. Tell them about Six Man Blitz. All right, so the Brooklyn Nets just defeated the Golden State Warriors 125-99. Kyrie scored 26 and KD scored 22. How deadly can this Kyrie and KD duo be?
Extremely. Almost as deadly as LeBron and Anthony Davis. They can really contend with the Lakers. And don't forget about LeVert. He had 20 points off the bench, too. And it's just like LeVert on any other team, he would be like a starter. He would help out the team, one of those key pieces. But it's a nasty combo. I know you saw KD pulling up just Jimmy, damn, straight perfect. But that Warriors team, shit, they're in trouble.
They're in trouble. We're gonna talk about that later in the show. But
Curry Warriors.
These Nets can be extremely deadly. I'm talking about Kyrie dribbling. He go break some ankles, pass it to KD. He go break some ankles. He matchup mix match. And I would love to be Steve Nash right now. He don't gotta do nothing. He don't gotta do nothing.
And let y'all can play. Y'all know what to do.
They don't need no sets or none right now. Well, right now they don't need no sets, but they just going back and forth to each other. ISOing up KD. He wasn't missing. He went like 7 for 7 to start off the game. And
nah, he wasn't missing.
It's just, is Kyrie gonna have the ego like he did last time, LeBron, when he was like, I want to be that dude. Like, you playing with one of the greatest players of all time in LeBron. What do you mean you want to be that dude?
He finally got a finisher, man. That's all he's trying to say. He ain't got to close out games no more.
Win another ring. You might get it with KD this year. I mean, we'll see. It is one good game. We're overreacting like always, but that team, they look deadly, man. That team looked deadly.
Shit. I know people ain't going to overact about the Clippers beating the Lakers. I know Shannon Sharp shut that shit down. Skip Bayless was hyped as hell. But, I mean, that Clippers game was decent. The Clippers played good. Paul George, 30 points. He was going crazy. Dropping it. Kawhi Leonard, though, 26 points off 26 shots.
Oh, no, that's not too good.
Claw.
I don't know, man. The Clippers did beat the Lakers last year in opening day, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. The Clippers did. It's still the same playoff P. He do good in the regular season. He got the Braves now. He thinking Allen Iverson or somebody. He could cross anybody up. It's still the same Paul George. When he gets to the playoffs, he gonna suck. He's not gonna be good. But we go see though. I mean, it was a good game. The Lakers.
It was a good game. But hey, the freaking Clippers were up 20 points in like the first quarter.
And they blew the lead. I was like, oh, not this Clippers team. Like,
this looked like the Clippers from last year.
I mean, their coach is Tyronn Lue. You must coach the NBA how to get a job. All right,
crazy,
so let's give our predictions before the year even starts.
Oh, yeah.
Who's your NBA champion? Let's hear it. What's your prediction?
76ers Clippers, all right? Clippers get the championship. Hey, don't laugh at me, bro. Hey,
everybody
Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, man, he's going to get – hey, after an embarrassment like last year, Paul George is going to bounce back. I don't feel confident saying that, but Kawhi Leonard is going to be Kawhi Leonard, do what he knew to do in the playoffs. Embiid and Simmons with Doc Rivers, Seth Curry, they got some pieces, man, to do some damage. But I'm on my own with those picks, And I usually am, but it's all right.
Because you just said Paul George is going to bounce back. Are you crazy? Nobody in their right mind believing that. This man had a good game. He scored 30 points. He passed it to the ref that one time. Everybody clowning this man.
The ref was like, the ref didn't even want it.
He can't do nothing without getting clowned. He in a conversation with Kuzma and Tyler Hero now. Those three are the ultimate Shaqtin' the Fools, man. They can't do nothing right.
Bro, he go to the playoffs and the things for the Space Jam take his talent and shit.
Yeah, his powers gonna take him right out. Or his powers putting up air quotes so y'all can't see. Powers. He don't got no powers in the playoffs, and that's what he need. They try to pick somebody until 2027. They need you. You can't be sounding like you did last time. My prediction is the Lakers over the Nets. The Nets looking good, man. It's only one game. They looking good. The Lakers got the bench to keep them going and throughout the regular.
Marc Gasol was a good pickup, though, because, the West is tough. They got some great big man. Jokic, Gasol going to be able to back him down and do his thing,
Yeah, and just wait till Marquez Harrell. I mean, he get reintroduced in the offense. He not really doing no one wants to do right now. Just wait till he gets ready and start going. All right, so the Christmas slate is coming up. Today is the
sir.
episode. What game are you most excited to see? There's 5 games all throughout the day. What game are you most excited to see?
I'm low-key most excited to see the Clippers Nuggets. It's a rematch. The Clippers gave that 3-1 lead up, and I just want to see how they bounce back from that season. If they're really past it, they get a statement win against this Nuggets team. But this Nuggets team, they're on the rise. Last year, Murray, Jokic balled off out of their minds in the playoffs. I want to see if they can take that next step to get in the elite, top 10 players. And Michael Porter Jr., can he get, have a good game? Let's see what he does. Will Bo get some minutes, They got a lot of players.
Rookie of the year.
And I'm more skinny as shit.
Eat some steaks or something.
Yeah, snakes.
No, steaks. No back steak. No, not snakes.
Eat a lion and a goat.
So, I'm most excited to see, and I'm probably on my own on this. Nobody's saying this game, but the Pelicans Heat to start out the
It's a good prediction, though. It's a good game to watch.
Young team versus young team. The Heat are very young, even though they got Jimmy buckets. The Heat, they just went to the Eastern Conference. They won the Eastern Conference finals, so they went to the finals. They obviously lost, but they added Avery Bradley. They got Precious, the dude from Memphis.
The big girl? No, but
they got a good ass name, Precious. I would love to have a name like Precious.
Yeah, Precious.
I can't tell you
nothing
royalty.
About him.
I can't tell you nothing about him, but I like his name, and if they add him, they could go far. But the Pelicans, they got
Avery Bradley and Mo Harkless. Those were good pickups. They're great defensive players.
Definitely. But the Pelicans, they got Stan Van Gundy. If they could run a transition with Lonzo, Zion, and Brandon Ingram, they could score a lot of points.
Something special.
I mean,
and they got Steven Adams. That boy strong.
Yeah,
strong.
Hey, Aquaman in there. He doing something. But Lonzo, you just see he declined his team option, so he gonna be a restricted free agent this year. Could we see him
go to Charlotte?
Could we see him in Charlotte?
Hey, Jello gonna be out there too.
LeVar Ball said Jordan got to make this right. He got to add zone, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? But so let's transition to the NFL. The New York Jets had the number 2 pick now. They just lost. They beat the Los Angeles Rams. But what did it cost them? Thanos in the end game talking about what did it cost? Everything. That's what happens with the Jets. They won, but did they actually win? And they beat a playoff team too. Where did it come from?
Darnold was like, it was really nice just to get that, winning formation type shit. Like, come on, man.
You haven't done a winning formation since USC. I don't even know about that. Maybe even high school. USC not looking that good. But so what do you think the Jets should do with the 2nd overall pick?
All right. A lot of people say Justin Fields, but there hasn't been a good Ohio State quarterback. They don't really have a track record at Ohio State. And he's not
at the club.
Nah, man, he at the club, bro. He ain't worried about being great. Trying to see some ass and shit. Nah. But I don't know. They don't really have a good track record. Braxton Miller, wide receiver. Terrell Pryor, you saw how he was. What, JT Barrett, they at the Canadian leagues and shit.
He in the spring league, man. He not even he couldn't even get that good.
Couldn't even get that good, but I don't know. And then Zach Wilson, he's a good guy, good quarterback, but it's really competition plays a factor in your draft spot too, Like, who does BYU really play? And I think drafting quarterbacks is one of the hardest things to do in the NFL draft. You really don't know if you're going to get, the next future, people like Josh Allen. Nobody expected Josh Allen. Or you're going to trade up and try to give Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah.
You saw how that goes. But I think they should play it safe and get Sewell from Oregon, the tackle. I said it right that time.
Yeah, you said it right this time.
Hey,
I
that's
feel
a
like
safe way. That's a safe way.
that would definitely be the safe pick because they just drafted Thomas and then they got Penny Sewell. I think I'm saying his name right. My bad if I'm saying it wrong. On both tackles, that's a pretty good, that's some pretty good cornerstones. And Darnold just hasn't got the chance. He has not had the weapons around him. But Zach Wilson did put on a show in the famous
Yeah, he did.
Potato Bowl. What a name! So
that whole game was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had 438 total yards. He went 26 for 34 and had 5 total touchdowns. Now, we know the competition he playing at BYU is not that good. We know it's not, but I feel like he passed up Justin Fields because Justin Fields has not looked good versus good defenses. Indiana, he threw some picks. He let the ball off a little bit. Northwestern, he had the ball. He held it on the ball too long. He not looking like Ryan Day's offense. You got to get the ball out quick, and then the social plays will happen. You have 5-star receivers at every position. Get the ball off. They're going to make some catches and make some plays, but he relied on Christian Olave a lot, and that's what happened versus the Western game. But I feel like they should just go to safe pick here.
Cam Mitchell, though.
Cam Mitchell going crazy, man. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Balling.
So the playoff committee, college football talk now, the playoff committee just announced last weekend the top 4 teams. Alabama 1, Clemson 2, Ohio State 3, Notre Dame 4, Texas A&M 5, and Oklahoma 6. Do you think the committee got it right, or should have A&M got it? What are your thoughts?
It's tough because if you was waiting to see some new teams, it's going to be a while because Clemson, top 3 teams, Clemson, Alabama, and Ohio State, they're not going anywhere. They're always going to be in the playoff.
Hey, they go win the conference championship next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. And they bring in top 5 recruiting classes every year.
Oh, yeah. The players just getting better. The coaches are staying there that are great coaches. But it doesn't matter who they put at 4. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Alabama's just going to kill them. But I don't know. I think I was rooting for Texas A&M to get in there because we saw what Notre Dame did against Clemson when Trevor Lawrence was in there. It didn't look pretty.
Trevor Lawrence is good, man, but A&M got smoked by 30. A&M talking about, we just beat 7 straight SEC teams, but you got smoked by Bama by 30. You can't get smoked and say, well, we just did this. You beat Vanderbilt by 5. They suck.
Who the hell is on Vanderbilt?
They not good. It's just the 14 wouldn't have mattered. Bama go win. Bama go put. They have 3 Heisman finalists.
3.
That's insane.
Has that ever happened before?
Probably not. But let's see if Devontae Smith. I feel like he's got it. I feel like he's got to win it. But Dabo Swinney want all the smoke. He want all the smoke. He put Ohio State 11th in his rankings. He put Coastal Carolina above Ohio State.
Coastal Carolina?
That is blasphemy. That is terrible. You put Coastal Carolina ahead of him. He don't like Ohio State, but he's never lost to Ohio State, though. He's beat him in the Orange Bowl and the playoffs. He knows the thing about Ohio State. And Trevor Lawrence know a thing or 2 more. Trevor Lawrence go get after
that. They know about Justin Fields, too.
I mean, yeah,
Justin Fields always comes second to Trevor Lawrence, man. I know you watched QB1 that one season, bro.
Yeah. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I just don't know if Ohio State can even compete with Clemson. But Dabo want all the smoke. He won it. He's shown it. And that's just how it is. So we got a good slate this weekend. Let's just start off with college
basketball. Some good games.
Let's start off college basketball. We normally start off in college basketball, and we keep talking about Gonzaga because Gonzaga keeps playing top 25 teams.
Number 1 team, man.
I like them Zags, baby. Gonzaga number 1 versus number 16 Virginia. Take it away, man.
Gonzaga, man. We always talk about how good they're scoring. They beat 3 ranked opponents so far. And I don't think they're going to lose this game because Virginia, although they're a defensive team that's known for defense, they can't get it done on the offensive end. They're ranked 2nd in turnovers and 153rd in points per game. And you know what Gonzaga's ranked? 3rd. So it's going to be a matchup, even though they can play defense. You gotta have points in basketball is a game of shooting. You know what I mean? And I don't think they're going to be able to shoot with Gonzaga. Gonzaga has 2 players that average 20 points per game, and then Jalen Suggs. So it's just like, what are you going to do?
Hey, Jalen Suggs has jumped above Cade Cunningham in the big board for the NBA draft. So
Oh, yeah.
they could have 3 to 4 first-round picks this year, but that big 3, they are gonna put up a lot of points, just them alone. And then they got the 6th man, Andrew. I don't know how to say his last name, but he was a transfer from Florida, and that's a 6th man. He was all SEC. That's a 6th man. That team is good. The team is loaded. Gonzaga, I feel like Gonzaga's gonna run with it away with this one. Virginia does not look good, but they are the reigning champs still. They still are the reigning champs from the year before.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go into the NFL slate now. Dolphins versus Raiders. This is the battle of Hawaii. Battle of Hawaii, man. Tua Tagovailoa versus Marcus Mariota.
I got the Dolphins in this one. The Dolphins are extremely well coached. They know what they do, and they do it well. They lean on their defense, and their offensively, they don't make mistakes. They don't make turnovers. They don't do stuff that costs them the game. And they're getting Myles Gaskin back. They're getting Devontae Parker and Mike Gesicki back. And that offense is going to be rolling, Gesicki is a big-time threat in the red zone. Devontae Parker has been their number 1 option on offense. And Gaskins is looking like their number 1 running back. And I think that's going to help them boost against this Raiders team. And this Raiders team, they're not consistent at all. They lost 2 games they should have won, the Falcons and the Chargers. And now Derek Carr, so I don't think John Gruden's going to get this one.
Derek Carr has been practicing this week. And if Derek Carr practiced, Dolphins by 100, man. I don't like Derek Carr. Derek Carr is not good to me. He's not proving anything. I think
David Carr's better, dumbass.
None of them good, man. None of them good. Mariota, I feel like I loved what he did versus the Chargers when he came in.
He looked good.
Showing some flashes, but the Raiders still have a chance to make the playoffs. This is the scenario. This is the scenario. They have to win out both games, and they're playing the Dolphins and Broncos. The Dolphins have to lose both games. That's the Raiders versus Bills.
Right.
The Ravens also have to lose both games, and that's versus the Giants and the Bengals. So it's not looking unlikely for the Raiders, but they still got
Ryan Finley. Don't sleep on them, man.
They still got a shot to make it. And if they do, they go get clapped in the first round, but they still got a chance to make it.
Yeah, I don't see the Raiders beating anybody. But the Raiders everybody had the Raiders as sleepers earlier in the year, and they just fell off.
They beat the
After
Chiefs.
that Jets win.
they beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead, man. It's hard to do.
And took a lap around that shit.
All right, let's go into the game everybody wants to see this weekend. The Colts versus Steelers. Let me just rant about this one first.
Corvette.
Juju is not good, man. Let's play it, man. All right, so Juju has been dancing on logos. He started off by saying he's done doing the dance on logos. And, I mean, everybody was clowning him for it. He lost 3 straight. The Bengals Twitter even tweeted out, Von Bell knocks it out from Pittsburgh TikToker. They couldn't even say his name. This man had 3
That's what he's known as now.
He said he had 3 receptions for 15 yards and 1 TikTok. Juju Smith's going to be a future XFL star. If he was doing this in the XFL, popularity of XFL will go up. But I just feel like Phillip Rivers and the Colts are going to have a field day for Steelers. The Steelers are not good anymore. The Steelers, I just don't know what happened. They just suck. They terrible. But the Colts –
They fell off the fuck off.
So in September 28th, 1951, the Los Angeles Rams defeated the New York Yankees on set. And Norm Van Brocklin threw for 554 yards, which is the record. Phillip Rivers going to break it.
What a stat. What a stat. 1951, is that what you said?
1951, yes.
What a stat. But Juju Smith-Schuster isn't even the number 1 option anymore. Antonio Brown left. You thought he was going to have blowout. This is going to be his breakout years the next couple of years. But Deontay Johnson and Clay Chase-Bull are averaging more yards receiving than him. And it's just this TikTok is what he's known for now. But the Steelers team, Ben Roethlisberger's not getting it done. They're not getting done on the running game either. The defense is depleted. TJ Watt's going to get his every now and then, but that's all you got on defense. And I don't know, this Colts team, they're getting more consistent and they're looking good. They're getting DeForest Buckner is balling out his mind. He had 3 sacks last game. Danico Autry are going to get after him too. And that defense is for real. And Phillip Rivers is clicking on the right cylinders. He's finally getting a connection with T.Y. Hilton. I got the Colts in this one, man.
DeForest Buckner got snubbed from the Pro Bowl too.
Yeah. They put Chase Young in there with like 5 sacks.
Yeah, Chase Young has been going crazy the last few games. Man.
Yeah, he has, though. Well deserved, though.
But Colts by 65, man. The Steelers not good no more.
65?
Hey, Chase Claypool has more TikTok videos than catches this year. Keep that in mind. So let's move into the game that everybody sees the Rams bouncing back from. Rams versus Seahawks.
This is a tough game to pick against.
I feel like this is because the Rams going to be focused and locked in. And I just feel like this could go either way.
Yeah, it really could. I mean, it was hard picking this game because the Rams, they're a good team. You trust their defense, but Russell Wilson is a more experienced quarterback. You trust him, obviously, more than Jared Goff. And Goff hasn't had a good year this year. And this offense, Sean McVay is known for his offense, but his defense has been carrying him this year. And they're out Cam Akers. So we'll see if that's going to affect their offense. But I trust Russell Wilson more to make big plays, even though DK Metcalf got shut down the last time they played.
Yeah, David Ramsey put him on an island, man.
Hey, Lockett and David Moore look for them to have a big game. And the Seahawks defense is playing a lot better. Jamal Adams has 9.5 sacks. Like, what?
Blitz boy.
Hey, but Carlos Dunlap has been a big addition. He has 5 sacks in 7 games. So I got the Seahawks in this one.
I found this crazy. I was going to go with the Seahawks, but then I found this crazy stat.
Let's hear it.
The Seahawks have given up more passing yards, 4,102, than the Rams have given up total yards this whole year, 4,005. And the Rams beat the Seahawks earlier in the year. Yeah, that was at SoFi Stadium. There's no fans this year. There's no fans. So
no 12th man.
I feel like Jared Goff, he had 102 yards last game, passing yards versus the Seahawks. And the Seahawks just give up 300 passing yards a game. They are the worst pass defense in the whole league. Look, they gave up 4,000 passing yards this year, and it's not even the season's not even over yet. They still have the playoffs to go. It's like the Seahawks defense is just terrible, and I feel like if Jared Goff could have a good day, then it could be good. But if he has another Jets game where he's just looking lackadaisical and anything, but I got the Rams in this one. Shout out Timmy K, man.
Timmy K.
So game of the night, Sunday night football.
Waiting all day for Sunday night.
So Titans versus Packers. This could be a good game. I don't really think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be blowout. But let's see what you guys say first.
The Titans are a good team. Derrick Henry's gonna run for a lot of yards this game. But Packers defense, they make plays when they need to. Zadarius Smith is a Pro Bowl nod. He has 11.5 sacks this year, so he's gonna get his when he needs to. And I think this Packers team is just their offense is gonna put up a lot of numbers in this game because you look at it, the Titans have one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
Terrible.
They're terrible on the defensive end. Even though they added the King guy from the Colts last year, I don't know, man. I just got this Packers in this game. Hey, Packers win. They're more than likely not to play the game hard next week against Bears. Bears get in 9-7. Call me on.
There we go. But this Titans defense, they have had. Let's see. In the last 6 games, they have had 5 sacks alone. The Giants had that in one night versus Jay Cutler that one year. They were getting after him, but the Titans defense as a whole have had 14 sacks this year. TJ Watt is 13 alone. This Titans defense is not good. They don't sack the quarterback, and if you give Aaron Rodgers the whole game to throw the ball and not get sacked, he will light you up.
He doesn't turn over the ball either.
It doesn't matter how good your DBs are. If they have time, they're gonna get open. That's just and like, look, Joe Burrow had 249 and 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield had 334 and 4 touchdowns.
Baker's best game.
Clowney's making $13 million a year, and he has 0 sacks.
I don't know what to say about that.
Bad. The
They
Bengals
have nobody rushing the quarterback.
Bengals scored 31, and they have the worst offensive line in football. Gave up 0 sacks. Deshaun Watson has a terrible offensive line, and they gave up 36. I don't think the Packers can stop Derrick Henry, but I feel like that the Packers will pass all day on the Titans.
Yeah. It's gonna be obviously a scoring match. The points. It's gonna be like a 37-30 game. I see.
I feel like it's gonna be more than that. I feel like it's gonna be 40s. I mean, I would love to see it in the 40s, but watch it be like 14-3 game. Like watch it.
It could be like that. Slow playing, but
I just feel like it could be a high scoring game, and Derrick Henry looking for 2,000 yards. We'll see if he gets it. I don't know if he's gonna play week 17, but we'll see, man. So now let's go into the segment that gets the most intriguing views. Upset of the week. I still have not won one. I'm looking for my first W. But
I got one.
Yeah, you got one.
I got it, but I didn't pick them. So
yeah, you picked the Washington football team over the Steelers. That was your first one. You have not won since, but I've not won at all. So my upset of the week are the Detroit Lions over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers did not look good in the first half versus the Falcons, but the Falcons are the Falcons, and they blow leads.
What a history, man.
They're terrible. It's still happening today. I don't understand. They even fired their coach. Don't understand. But the Lions, Matt Stafford came close to beating the Titans last week.
Yeah, he did. You almost had that pick. That was a good pick.
They had him for 3 quarters, and then they just fell out of it.
They had us in the first half.
I got the Lions over the Bucs. Who you got?
I got the 49ers over the Cardinals. It's hard. CJ Beathard's in now. Nick Mullins got hurt, but Raheem Mostert got hurt again too, so it's going to be like a matchup of who can play the best off the practice squad. So, but this 49ers team, they have a great head coach, so upsets usually come like often. They're a great team, still with whoever they have on Jerick McKinnon. Tevin Coleman might be back. Hey, Brandon Ayuk is having a great year. So, and this Cardinals team, who knows with them? They won the past couple games, but they're really not consistent. So.
Yeah, they're inconsistent. But why are you picking the 49ers, though? Let's hear your reasoning, though. Like, what's the ultimate reason behind it?
You know what I'm going to say. The Bears. If the 49ers beat the Cardinals, the Bears are in the playoffs.
We'll see if it happens, man. Now, let's get into rapid-fire takes, man.
Hell yeah. All right. So can Dwayne Haskins and James Harden stay out of the strip club?
I'll add another person, too. Lou Will. Can Lou Will stay out there, too? Those three are the three-headed goats when it comes to the strip club. They know what's going on. Dwayne Haskins.
They are down bad.
If the Washington football team had a quarterback that wasn't hurt, and Alex Smith and Kyle Smith wasn't like injury prone, they would cut you. They degraded the captain tag. Oh no, he's not a captain anymore. Oh no. Oh, he's
the captain. He got benched.
he's really gonna learn. Wow. Yeah. Okay. But he's at the club. Why? Where? What are you doing? I don't understand. Like, why are you there? I just don't understand.
Did you hear Harden's reasoning too? He's like, hey, man, I was there with my girl, bro. I was supporting my girl. Like, people always hate you, but real ones come out on top. Like, shut your ass up.
Don't wear a mask, man. What you doing? You know the camera's going to be on you. James Harden.
All right, next question. Arizona has hired Jed Fish as the new head coach. Do you know who he is?
I do not, but he is part of the Patriots tree, so it could be a good hire because Joe Judge, everybody's like, why would they hire this special teams coordinator from the Patriots? He's been doing good. Patriots coaches normally do good. It's Arizona.
Unless you're Matt Patricia.
Arizona football, so I don't. You do you, bro.
Have they ever done good Arizona football? Like, have they ever been? Anybody ever talk about them?
Hey, you do you, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know who that guy is, but More luck to him, man.
Hey,
He got a job. Bill Belichick helping people out. Love to see it.
hey, good luck, bro. You're going to need it.
All right, which quarterback draft class has been better, 2018 or 2020?
I feel like 2020 could be very good, but the 2018 class with Baker, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, that's pretty good.
Deadly.
Darnold too, but they did have to coach Josh Rosen in there. He was part of it.
He's on the 49ers now.
49ers now, so we can see and get some action. We'll see, but I feel like 2020 could be potentially good, but I'll just go with 2018 for now.
Dude, 2020 has like one of the best quarterback prospects in Trevor Lawrence. One loss in his whole career, and a championship. But don't forget about the draft class with Mitchell Trubisky. You know. Hey, don't sleep on that. But I'm gonna go with the 2020 has a chance to be better. All right, next question: who is a better player in the NBA Eastern Conference?
The Eastern Conference. KD. You know I gotta go KD. No other person I'd rather go with. KD has been these power rankings. He ranked at like 7th or 9th. It's like he top 3. I don't care what nobody say. He top 3.
2 maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but Kevin Durant's back, and he's gonna prove a lot of people that he's maybe one of the best players in the NBA, and I think he's better than Giannis because Giannis really in the playoffs when you break it down, you put people in the paint. He's not. What does he do? He's really ineffective after that. So KD, he can shoot from damn near everywhere. Yeah, shoot from out of bounds and shit.
Giannis can't shoot. So,
Nah, he can't. All right, the next question is who will have the best chance to start sooner, Mariota or Jameis in the future?
You can't see me. I'm eating the W right now. You know, James be eating those W's before the game. Everybody looking at him crazy like.
That's a W. That's a W. Like what the?
I'm eating a W.
I'm gonna go with Mariota, man, because Jameis Winston, he really doesn't have like any like chance to show he's still relevant. You know what I mean? Because Taysom Hill. But I think that Mariota put a good game last week. If he can get in a game this week with Derek Carr out, maybe. So, all right, can Curry carry the Warriors to the playoffs?
That's tough, but I don't think so. I think the West is loaded this year, and like every other year. I don't think the Warriors got enough, especially now with Clay. I don't think they got enough. Wiggins cannot shoot that well. And you saw
Wiggins' ass. That one stat where there was like he's giving money out to somebody how many points he makes.
Oh yeah, I was like, I feel bad for those kids, man.
Them kids gonna be starved. That Michael Scott thing they had on Twitter, that shit was funny.
Yeah, Twitter undefeated, man.
But I think they can get an 8th seed.
We'll see.
It's possible. We'll see. We'll see when Draymond gets back. Wiseman looked good. He had 19 in the first game. But we'll see, man. All right, next question. Who is the sleeper in the NBA this upcoming season?
Got them Bulls, baby. The Chicago Bulls.
Patrick Williams, 6th man of the year, man.
Billy Donovan back.
He's a good coach.
He's here. Kobe White finally gonna have a role. Zach LaVine has been Zach LaVine. Wendell Carter still sucks, but watch that 6th man of the year, Patrick Williams.
What about Laurie Marketing?
You know, he trash.
He's the best white man since Larry Bird. Dumbass.
No.
Luka.
Larry trash, bro. But we got 6. You know, we let up 6-man blitz. You know, Patrick Williams, aka Flower Boy. You know, we love that man.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with the Houston Rockets if Harden stays. They have a really deep team if he stays. They got Wall, Christian Wood, DeMarcus Cousins, PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon. They got some really good players. Ben McLemore, too, when he's hot. I'm going to go with the Rockets. All right, next question. Who is the king of rap right now?
Lil Baby. Easy.
Dude, he's killing it. He's getting hot. Killing it. Album after album, bro. But, hey, your boy Cardi dropping Christmas. Maybe? That's your boy, right?
Stop playing, man. Stop playing, man.
That's your homie?
Stop playing, man.
I know you fuck with dude.
Nah, you capping too much, man. Stop the cap.
All right. After this COVID, which concert are you going to first?
Like you just said, who on top? Gotta go Lil Baby, man. I've not seen Lil Baby yet. I've seen people like Lil Wayne, Travis Scott, Lil Uzi, Playboy Cardi. So I feel like I just gotta see Lil Baby, you know?
I'm gonna go with J. Cole, bro. If he ever drops the album,
Well, he's not gonna drop that until 2020.
he's not gonna drop it. He's gonna make us wait till next year. He's gonna drop that shit at New Year's.
2022, he gonna drop it.
All right, closing remarks. I'm gonna go with Luke Kennard getting a 4-year, $64 million contract. And if you look at NFL money and NBA money, he's making more than Derrick Henry, the leading rusher in the NFL for the past 2 years.
Rudy Gobert, $200 million. That man trash. He shut down the whole league.
He shut down the whole league.
How you shut down the whole league, man? He did it.
Who the fuck is Luke Kennard, too?
That motherfucker work at Home Depot, man. Stop playing with him, man.
He coming off the bench, too. He not a starter either, which is a crazy thing.
Don't make no sense.
All right, what you got for closing remarks?
Today, December 24th, is Dr. Fauci's birthday. The spokesman of 2020 helped us do it all on the press conference and everything. And never forget that first pitch, though. That was true. Never forget that. That's up there at 50 Cent and everything. But
Oh, that was terrible.
But you still the GOAT, man. But
props out to him.
Thank you guys for watching this, watching and listening. Whatever platform you're listening to this on, appreciate everything. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
Yes, sir.
Next week. Peace out.